Good everyone. I hope you guys have an amazing day. So, what I'll do today, I will briefly talk about Salesforce call center. Now, you must be wondering why we're talking about the call center, right? So, think about this scenario, right? You are running a company, right? You're running say, a brewery, and your customers might have a query around a product, right? And you might have built an omni-channel, let's say an email or maybe through um, other messaging option, right? And you might have realized that okay, this works really well, but and based on a customer feedback, and you might have realized that the only channel what you have in place, that is your email and other messenger, right? Maybe a bot or other stuff you have in place works really well. Unfortunately, 8% of your customer complain that there's no way they can reach you using phone, and that kind of put them off a bit because they said they prefer to call somebody and get it answered straight away rather than emailing and waiting for someone to respond to that email, which might end up in taking 2 to 3 days at times, right? So that's where the Salesforce call center concept comes in the picture, right? Obviously, in today's time, right, in 2024, if you're watching this recording, um, it's important to have as much omni-channel, the different options in omni-channel, like could be your SMS, could be your phone, could be your email, could be your chatbot, could be, whatever, right? Just to ensure that your businesses are looking after the customer in a very efficient way, right? Now, so that's where I'm going to talk about something called a CTI, that is a computer telephony interface, right? Now, you must be wondering why are we even talking about CTI, right? Why can't we just have a simple phone? Why do you even have to worry about using a computer? Well, using CTI, right? When somebody calls you, what happens is that, right? Instead of you going to look for a case or you're going to search for a customer, it will automatically bring up the record for you, right? In simple terms, excuse me, the CTI will integrate with your Salesforce data. I mean, so there are, you could use Amazon Connect. That's one of the very popular one. I have used Amazon Connect in the past, and it integrates very well with Salesforce, right? You can do a lot of customization on an Amazon platform. You can use the Lambda, which is your serverless code, right? You can use Lambda to, redirect some of the stuff, right? I'm not going to get into the details, but what I'm going to show you, right? If you wanted to set up a basic call center, you can do that using a generic XML file, which I got it from Trailhead. So this is the file, right? Which Salesforce recommend you to play with it, right? So as you can see, this file is a call center definition file, right? So this is to set up a call center, right? And obviously you have different fields here which you need to populate based on that, and some of the stuff, based on the real configuration, this will change. But just to give you an idea how to configure that, right? So that's all I wanted to cover in today's episode. So once you have this file, right, which obviously you can get it from a Trailhead, and you can go to your org and go to your service cloud, right, and service setup. Obviously, you can try this using your developer sandbox, or you can use even the free developer edition, right? And now you can type CT, right? And then usually you have a call centers here, right? And you can import. And once you go to import, you can choose a file and you can import this XML file. That's all I've done here. And as you can see that I have this open CDI created. Now, if I click on here, and you can add the manage the call center users, you can go here and you can add it. I've added myself, so right. That's something I can do that. And now I go to the call center back again. And if I wanted to add to this interface, right, um, to my Service Cloud, it's pretty simple to do that, right? You just go to App Manager, right, and then you go to um, Service Console, yeah, and edit. Like I said, I mean, you can try this as Amazon Connect. Amazon Connect has a Amazon CTI adapter. You can try that with Salesforce. You might have to do some kind of customization, but just give it a try. Amazon Connect is pretty popular, and it's pretty powerful way to set up your the cloud call center, right? And it has a lot of user base in the world. So I'm not saying there won't be other um, systems out there. There will be other technology, but I've used Amazon Connect, so based on my experience, I'm just recommending Amazon. So what I've done here, utility items. So I've added a utility. So what I did OpenCTI. So it will add you to the OpenCTI here, and it just give you this option, right? And as you go back, and what happens if you go to your Sales Cloud console? Um, it will give you, if I go to case here, and you can see here, right? I mean, it doesn't do anything because I haven't integrated anything. So, like I said, but it just gives you an interface to set up the call center. So that's how you can do it, right? It's a very simple way to do it. I mean, you could use Einstein bots if that's one of the things you can do, because obviously I do understand that people might say, not people, right? I'm saying based on the user feedback, you might see that okay, customers are not really interested to have that phone to phone conversation. Not many people like to talk to somebody over the phone, right? Like I personally prefer to send out an email. I don't like to, you know, I mean, unless it's really important, I don't really call somebody, right? I prefer to use text or other omni channels, right? Maybe a bot that will be useful for me because I personally am an introvert person, right? I do not really enjoy human interaction much. That's, I mean, and there are many people like me out there in the world who do not really like human interactions. I'm very extrovert when it comes to my professional career, but I'm very introvert when it comes to my personal life. So I keep human interaction to the minimum when it comes to my personal life. But anyway, sorry, I digress. But what I'm trying to say to you was that the phone may or may not work, right? But it's a good option to have, in today's time, right? Different modes of communication you have, you will ensure that customer can engage with you in a more efficient way. That's the whole key, right? If you're a business, you have to make sure that you serve your customer the right way. So that's pretty much I wanted to cover in today's episode. Hope you guys have an amazing Tuesday. Adios.